Hi everyone, I'm Chef Omar Perrone from RestaurantOwner.com. Today we'll cover some of the best practices of a kitchen manager. In most restaurants, nobody impacts the day in, day out profitability and success like the person who managed the kitchen. While we have all seen plenty of media coverage of a head chef with a white coat, a tall hat, hopefully not shouting at their employees behind the line, that is far from reality in most high-functioning kitchens nowadays. What many successful restaurants have in common is the position of a kitchen manager. A kitchen manager is responsible for overseeing the day-to-day back-of-the-house operation and administrative tasks. For example, they can be responsible for controlling costs, managing labor, as well as maintaining the cleanliness of the kitchen, managing food inventory, auditing food costs, creating menus, supervising proper food storage, monitoring food quality, and so on. And of course, these specific job tasks can be divided up with the executive chefs, the sous chefs, or whoever else in the kitchen management, depending on the number of shifts and the scale of the operation in that particular kitchen. But at the end of the day, a kitchen manager's ultimate objective is to facilitate with the day-to-day operations of the kitchen and help control the prime costs. As you can recall, that's food and labor costs. From our experience, the best kitchen managers in the industry have these qualities in common. Number one, the best kitchen managers can be found in the kitchen, not in the office. They must make themselves available in the kitchen for any kind of scenarios. Without being fully present in the kitchen, it is difficult to always be in the know of everything that's going on, and thus very difficult to make appropriate business decisions. Number two, they keep their recipe binders up to date, in good condition, and easy to get to. Controlling food quality and cost is a big part of the kitchen manager's job description, and this can only be achieved if you have a complete and easily accessible recipe book. Number three, they make using the recipe cards mandatory. They don't trust anyone's memory. This ensures that every station in the kitchen is held to the same high standard in production, which reflects directly in our guest satisfaction and financial success. And number four, they plan for teaching moments every day. A good kitchen manager should be observant and proactive enough to always tell the cooks what tasks to do and when to complete them by. A great kitchen manager, however, also explains how to complete the tasks and why we do it this way. This habit creates little teaching moments throughout the day when interacting with the staff, so good habits can be built faster. Number five, they conduct food demonstrations in shift meetings. A great kitchen manager believes in the value of cross-training and sharing knowledge. Food demonstrations and tastings during the shift meetings can much better explain to front of the house staff the intricacies and nuances of a menu item, so they can better communicate the menu knowledge to our guests. Number six is one of my favorite ones. They perform detailed line checks before every shift. As we mentioned in previous videos before, service readiness should be responsibility of every station, line cook, as well as the back of the house managers. A prepared kitchen manager should be using a detailed checklist, such as the ones we use in the line checks video, to ensure the readiness of every station before the service. Number seven, they develop key people at the window and expo stations. One of the most important positions a kitchen manager needs to train is the expediter, both inside and outside the pass. This person needs to be the traffic director of a busy service, as well as the strict quality controller for every single dish that gets passed from the back of the house to the front of the house. Kitchen managers should spend a lot of time cultivating the right person for this job. Number eight, they constantly encourage communication and organization. A great kitchen manager needs to work closely with the chef's team to control food and labor costs, as well as working with the front of the house management team to make sure the menus are up to date and profitable. As you can probably tell at this point, this job requires lots of checklists and lots of to-do lists. We have quite a few in our repertoire to help them stay as organized and in control as possible, such as the line checklists, standardized recipe books, inventory lists, and so on. Number nine, they're dedicated to achieving the restaurant's ticket time goals. This is one of the key performance indicators of how efficiently a kitchen is functioning, between when an order of food is rung in and the order is brought out of the kitchen door. A great kitchen manager should be constantly monitoring the ticket times and make appropriate adjustments to either the menu item, the station layout, or the line cook's responsibilities to improve the restaurant's ticket time goals. And number 10, they manage the flow and do not get tied to one task. A great kitchen manager always has an eye for the big picture. That is the guest satisfaction and overall the success of the business. The ability to prioritize and delegate is quintessential for a busy kitchen manager. It is much more helpful for the whole team if the kitchen manager focuses on the entire to-do list instead of the individual task itself. So, are you ready to become a more effective kitchen manager? Remember, it is your job to keep the kitchen operating at its optimal pace. That requires attention to both details and the big picture. And you're never alone in doing this. Both the back of the house and front of the house management team should be your closest allies. We really hope this video provided some useful pointers in how to take the kitchen manager's job duties to a new level. I'm Chef Omar Perrone from restaurantowner.com, and I'll see you in the next video.